don't know about you guys, but remember when everyone said they didn't want a Nintendo Switch 2? It was literally garbage and basically the Wii U. Well, yeah, I guess we all just still decided to say fuck it, I guess. We'll still buy it. But I guess some people have their own roots and realizing that buying it is retarded, so they decided to steal it. Yep, we got a bunch of turd burglars down in Colorado. By the way, you should use turd burglars code in Fortnite Shop. Now everybody knows that the Switch basically is like $500 if you're doing the Mario Kart bundle. These people legit stole almost 3,000 Switch 2s, getting a total around $1.4 million. I don't know how this truck driver did not notice anything. Either he was just maybe going to the bathroom, or these people who stole the Switch 2s knew it was that type of truck that was going to that destination. But how the fuck did like nobody even in the area notice it was being stolen? There's no way somebody did not notice someone barging into a truck. Are you telling me that this guy basically just parked in the middle of nowhere, cursed the Cowardly Dog's house, and some random people from the sky decided to come out of nowhere and just take everything? And then you gotta realize too, if this is almost 3,000 units stolen, they need a big ass truck. They need a big fucking haul to be able to steal that much stuff. So they would probably need a truck themselves in order for that to occur. So you're telling me that no one has seen this big ass vehicle taking these damn Switch 2s from the area? And this happened on June 8th. It is 6/23/2025. Almost a month has passed. Nobody has suspected anything else at all.
Here's what's happening out here right now. Here's the latest on the investigation. The Arapahoe County Sheriff's Office says that the driver was hauling the video games in his tractor trailer truck from the Nintendo corporate headquarters, that's in Washington State, and he parked it here at the truck stop in Bennett to spend the night last week. The next morning, the consoles were discovered, ripped off, each and every one of them. So now the question for investigators is, did the thieves know exactly what was inside that truck?
So even with the location, you kind of understand what I'm getting at, as nobody cannot have figured out something's happening. He went to a truck area to rest. A lot of the things people don't know about truckers is that they actually go in the back of the truck a lot of the times to sleep and take a rest. There's not like let me go to a motel or something. It's usually in the back of their little truck area. And I should know because I did work at a warehouse before. I had to knock on their windows so they can basically get out from the back, so they can either move their truck a little bit forward or a little bit backwards so I can actually unload their truck. That's what I'm saying. They need to actually have like an own truck themselves, and there's no way you cannot hear them breaking into that truck if you're in that vehicle. I don't care if you're a sound sleeper. Those doors, you can hear and feel somebody snapping them out, opening the doors, and even going inside the truck themselves. There's no way that they were quiet as a mouse. It's not how it works. You can feel the shaking. That type of earthquake will feel like a fat person doing jumping jacks. You can even see tons of people near the road as well. You can even see other truckers in that area. So there's no way in fuck that somebody is not going to see burglars stealing shit from that truck. Probably even more trucks. Who knows?
Now, the driver has told investigators he didn't know what was in the trailer. He only was told it was some kind of games or toys, and that was about it. The consoles were on their way. It's supposed to end up down in Texas as a big distribution center down there. So now they're going to end up on the black market, and they're going to be sold. Obviously somebody's going to make them a lot of money off these consoles. Again, the hottest thing out there right now. Investigators are trying to find them. They're trying to find out whoever is responsible. They've set up a tip line as well, and that number is 720-874-8477. If you have any information whatsoever, give that number a call.
I'm sorry, it's going to Texas of all places. That's probably why it just got stolen. They just got fucking cowboyed. Also, the fact that they have a tip line. I think this is the first time I've ever seen it. So, if you want to not pull a Riley Freeman, you can go and snitch if you've seen something. By the way, this has been 6 days ago, this report. Not this video I'm showing, but the reports have been, and nobody has called. Which meaning that something's awry. It's either they tip them saying like, hey, if you don't tell, I'll give you a Switch 2 for free. And they all probably obliged to that occasion. But like, don't they have cameras as well in trucks? Because I've definitely seen some cameras in trucks before. So you're telling me you couldn't see anybody basically barge into there? There's no cameras, there's no nothing anywhere in any of the trucks that were parked. I highly doubt it. So my game theory on this, it's the driver who fucking stole. Cause you are not telling me that you somehow got all this shit gone. You didn't hear a single thing, didn't feel a single thing. There was no cameras on your damn vehicle, nothing. Even witnesses around the place. I highly doubt that somebody stole this shit. Cause there's just so much to impact here to figure out how the hell this even happened or occurred in such a manner. Because somebody would have fucking woken up and be like, what is going on outside? Every trucker should know that that doesn't happen at all, where someone brings another truck to take half your shit to dispute it somewhere else. That would have been a red flag right there. And there's no way these guys can blend into the night, because you're still making too much noises and you're also driving something that will require to steal shit. Someone would see that. The fact that still to this day no one has ever seen a single thing yet is really disturbing. I guess Scalpers really did go to the next level of stealing, because this is honestly insane. Now I know these guys are probably going to be like instantly found, maybe, if they actually use their brains to go online to look up Switch 2 content, because if you look at anything for scalpers, they will try to higher up prices. But then again, it could be bad because you don't know if this person is the one who stole from the place. Then again, a lot of places will tell you where they're selling it from. And also, too, for those stolen Switch 2s, they should have like some kind of paperwork that will tell you what kind of switches were in that vehicle itself. It could be easier to spot out what kind of switches were stolen. So if somebody was selling stuff online, you can essentially see the routing number, whatever the number is called, to look up for the consoles, and you'll be like, hey, this is the person that basically stole from that truck, and you can get someone to get it over there, and maybe you can get your money back and get a free Switch, who knows. But we ain't testing the waters like that. But yeah, my bet is really on the truck driver. There's no way in fuck that random strangers came out from the middle of the night to Robin Hood this motherfucker. Especially if you really think about how much Switches make, not even just 1 million, but 500K. There's a lot of stuff for just a car or an SUV. You need like an actual like mini truck itself, like an actual type of Amazon vehicle. So that's pretty much my take on this. You guys can make up your own game theories. But yeah, it's pretty weird. To this day, there has been no signs, traces, or even any information about what can transpire here or anybody getting caught here. All they just have is just a quick ass excuse. Somebody stole from my truck while I was sleeping. That was it. And it had to only be the switches. Nothing else. They had a motive and they did it. So it's either the truck driver or really crafty planning.